Welcome. Let's get a weekly love reading. I feel like tapping into the energy and seeing what I can pick up on for the collective in regards to romance, your love connections. Ooh, receipts and sold came out together. Proof. Moving physical location. So maybe you have had receipts, proof that somebody has moved on either physically or romantically, okay? And then karmic came out. It kind of was on the side here. So there could be a karmic on the side or like a third party karmic. And it does say here third party relationship, okay? So, you could be the karmic or the third party. I should say that. Excuse me. Rude. You could be the person that is the third party or outside of the main couple's relationship, and you have proof that there has been some kind of change within the couple is what I'm getting here. Okay. Maybe the couple moved. Come together. You have proof that they have come together, that they are united, that they are bonding, that they reconcile. That's what it says on here. A spiritual union, in fact. Okay. See anything else? Cricket silence. You don't hear from anyone though. It's like a no contact situation. Okay. You just have receipts or proof, but you haven't heard from anyone. Pretending means fake, living beyond means with magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Magnetic, pretending. Oh, not facing reality is what I'm getting from that, pretending that there's an irresistible pull between the two of you. You're the third party or you're on the outside and you know that they're close, you know that they're united, and in their absence of communication with this person that you're involved, were involved with at some point, you are kind of imagining that the connection is still strong. History. Wow. So in the past, you had a magnetic pull. You did. But now it's a different day. It's a different time. Look, time. Look at that Sphinx that from ancient Egypt. So there's a time difference between ancient Egypt and today's civilization, for instance. Things are not the same, is what I'm getting. Access granted. Social media, fake profile, hiding. Why is access granted here? Love affair, dirty little secret down low. You want access granted. You want access. You want to be a third party. That's what's going on. You want to continue as a third party, or maybe I can't tell if you ever really were, but that's where you want to be. Wow. And then we have at the bottom here, nightlife, gamble, take a risk. So you'd like this person to take a risk and go outside of their relationship. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, I'll just leave those here. Go to the handmade deck and see what we have. Was not the love reading I was hoping for the week, but we get what we get and we don't get upset. And love comes in all forms, all stages, all development, so it's not going to always be picture perfect. see, can I get some insight on this triangle? Thank you. I'm not crazy. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. Okay. So you don't seem to be a happy camper right now, and everybody can kind of like sense that you are not happy about what's going on, is what I get from that. Highly agitated. Hand. Manifesting. Okay. So you want to manifest again, yeah. You want to manifest, it looks like, access to this person. Inner peace. Cultivate inner calm through meditation and mindful practices. I let go and have faith. That's what advice I believe you're getting, is to maybe you have an intuition. Maybe you have an inner voice telling you to let this go. And if this person is meant to be for you down the line, say like it doesn't work out in their union and this person becomes available, you don't want to be a third party. You don't want to be second best, second choice. You want to be the chosen one. You want to be the one that they think is the one for them, not someone who's interfering. You know, you never want that energy around you. So just try to find a way to cultivate that inner calm, which is different from the I'm not crazy. I've just been in a bad mood, like agitated. Get involved in faith practices. If you have a faith, I hope you have a faith. You believe in something that keeps you grounded. Okay, expression. So if you don't have anything you believe in, like God or any kind of religion or spirituality, then you might be artsy. You may have a way of expressing yourself, which can cultivate that inner calm in you. Paint, write, play music, whatever it is that can get you calm. Okay? I feel a sense that you need to calm down. Okay, let's go ahead to this side. I noticed the U.S. card, so you could live in the U.S. Quiet moments. Access your goals to get ready for the next season. Self-inventory. Spirit is saying focus on yourself. You know, your expression. What do you like to do? Make yourself, love on yourself instead of loving or trying to even love on somebody who's being loved already by somebody else. It doesn't make sense. Give your love where it's needed to your own self. Quiet moments. Assessing your goals, your future, your just like filling your own cups at this time. Subtle growth. Growth may occur quietly. There's that quiet again. Maybe you need quiet. Maybe if you're surrounded by a lot of noise or talk, or loud music or busy atmosphere, seek some kind of, find that place where you can just go and be alone. It says growth may occur quietly and gradually, away from immediate attention, unseen forces. So you don't need to be around a lot of attention right now. People asking you a bunch of questions, you know, when you're having to respond, especially if they're used to you talking about this person you're interested in that's involved with someone else. You don't want to have to relive the situation and talk about it over and over again. You kind of need to let it go and stop having to feel pressured about talking about it. If somebody brings it up, tell them you're just not wanting to focus on that. You're focusing on you, which is very healthy. And, you know, they should really be encouraging that, anyone who's really a friend. Okay. Let's see what else we have. was the first card I noticed from when I picked it up. Enabling stood out. There is someone you're helping, or are you? In reality, you may be enabling them to continue in negative patterns and never take full responsibility for themselves. Step back and let things play out. There's another card that said to step back and let things play out in another way. Like basically you focus on you and let things play out, whether they're going to stay in a spiritual union as a couple, or if they're going to, part ways in the future. Not really hoping for that, not sitting around and waiting actually for that, but if the situation occurs, knowing that is the only time that you should consider even reaching out to that person. That's what I'm saying. But with this enabling, I'm feeling like that's what I said about your friends. Like maybe they're not telling you the truth. They're like, instead of encouraging you to walk away and step away from this hope and dream of being a third party, they're just telling you what you want to hear, which is enabling you. So you need quiet. You need to really go within. Study has come out. A new endeavor is upon you, and it may require new knowledge and skills. Your spirit is saying focus on something, a hobby, do something that gets you focused on your future, on your goals, on you, and see it through. Don't just dibble dabble in it. Spirit wants you to commit to something where you're putting your time and energy day in and day out, focusing on yourself. And then reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. Right. That's what it's saying. If you believe in God, if you have any kind of spiritual connection, to reach out, to lean on that spirituality, that religion, that belief, that source of connection, because you're needing it at this time. Let's get an angel message for you. I see despair and fear at the split. Very dark and gloomy and gray. So I had that feeling from you too. Let's see what comes out though. Too many, like 5 came out. Disappointment. Not every plan unfolds as expected, and sometimes the outcome brings disappointment. Resist the pull of negative emotions and instead reflect on the lessons that are being offered. So Spirit is saying don't get so bogged down into the sadness and the disappointment of not being with this person. Instead, focus on the lessons that you learned from this experience. What are you still learning in the next phase of moving past this person and focusing your energy on him or her? Moving past this. I kind of have a sense that you are a feminine energy, focusing on masculine, but I could be wrong. You can flip it, the roles as they suit. But yeah, basically just not focusing on the negative feelings of being overpicked, less than, just thinking like, okay, what if that was me in a relationship with him at the time, and someone's on the outside trying to, butt in or take over, or remove me, or even like just to be a secret or something. How would you feel? And if you be okay with that, maybe asking yourself why. There's a lot of journaling exercises I'm getting from this for you, like to just keep maybe making your own entries every day, asking yourself, why is it okay for me to be a third party? Why is it okay that I feel like I can invade in on their relationship? Why is it okay for me to wait around for leftovers, or to be second best, or why? Just keep asking yourself during this time. You know, you may be surprised at your own answers. And with that, I do wish you success in focusing on yourself and loving yourself. And I'll see you in another reading.